What's going on? We're hopping into a DraftKings NFL best ball draft. And if you guys have been wanting to try out DraftKings, you're playing on Underdog or whatever, you can get a free draft. You just have to sign up for DraftKings Daily Fantasy, deposit $20, and complete one of these drafts, and you're going to get a free draft. So basically, once you enter a $20 free draft, you get another one completely for free. So definitely try out DraftKings if you haven't. Even if you deposit it into the sportsbook, you can still deposit into their daily fantasy site and get that bonus. Plus, I think you get like a free $5 when you sign up with the link down below. So check it out. Let's enter into a draft. Okay, so we got pick 5 here. Basically, the only difference between Underdog and DraftKings is a 1 point PPR on DraftKings. So obviously, receiving running backs matter a little bit more, and we'll probably get one because Bijan went number 1, which is kind of crazy. I could actually fall into Justin Jefferson here or Gibbs. McCaffrey all the way at 8 now. Okay, so well, this guy went McCaffrey with pick 4, so we're going to get Justin Jefferson here at 5. Definitely one I do not mind getting at 5. So it's been a while since I've done a draft. If you saw the last one on the channel, that was probably over a month ago. I was able to get McCaffrey, I think, second round. So that's why I liked picking at the end, 10, 11, 12, because you were able to get one of the top receivers here, like Neighbors, Amon-Ra, something like that, and then come back around and get McCaffrey like 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, which was crazy. Now, apparently, you cannot do that, and Jefferson slid a bit here, which was a nice start, I think. So you can see what I'm talking about here at the end. You can go Puka Nacua, Drake London, St. Brown, Brian Thomas, Collins Henry. Pretty nice start. This guy went double Raiders, which I don't love. I know Bauer's kind of been sliding. Achan's been coming way up. I'm coming up in a few picks. Who am I looking at? McConkey, who slid down. I would love to get here, but probably will go. And wow, Rashi Rice is way up. A.J. Brown, Jonathan Taylor. And this is why I really don't like where I'm picking here. I guess I would be taking A.J. Brown. He goes. Jonathan Taylor. All right, I'm going Jonathan Taylor. So I don't love that pick. I wouldn't have mind A.J. Brown or Lad McConkey at all. But now I have to go running back here. Taylor doesn't catch a ton of passes, but hopefully coming back at 29, we can get another big-time receiver. Or I would kind of like to mess with Trey McBride or maybe an elite quarterback, Josh Allen here. Okay, well, McBride goes. Chase Brown goes pretty early. We still got a few guys ahead of us. I wouldn't mind Higgins or Tyreek Hill now. I like a little better with no Jonnu Smith. I like Garrett Wilson more than most people. We can still get an elite quarterback at Josh Allen, who I wouldn't mind getting him at the ADP on DraftKings, but he just goes. So it looks like we're going to either get Tyreek Hill or Garrett Wilson, or I could go Lamar Jackson. All right, we're going to go with Tyreek Hill. So I don't mind this start. Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill as 2 elite receivers, and an elite running back in Jonathan Taylor, who, if the Colts are better and they're just running a ton because they don't have a great quarterback situation, Taylor could be a smash. He could be the top scoring running back. Jefferson easily could be the top. Tyreek Hill could be top 5 in receiver. So really a boom start here as far as potential in my eyes. So again, this is why I love these later picks. St. Brown, Brian Thomas, and Devontae Adams, 3 top receivers who easily could all be in the top 5 of scoring receivers this season. If not top 5, top 10 pretty easily. Getting 3 top 10 receivers is pretty crazy. And then this guy went Kittle a little early, but I still think a pretty good pick there. All right, so Moore and then Jameson Williams goes. Kind of a run on elite quarterbacks here. I'm looking at another receiver. I'm going DK, Metcalf. So we got 3 pretty darn good receivers here and a top running back. And then George Pickens goes 45. Worthy goes 46. A guy I'm noticing here who has slid is Tet from the Carolina Panthers. Burrow goes pretty early. Quarterbacks generally go earlier, I've noticed, on DraftKings than they do on Underdog for whatever reason. But we got Tet here. I'm just going to star him. I also really like Chuba Hubbard. And then we got Omarion Hampton, who I think would probably go in one of these next three picks. But I hope one of these guys falls to me here. There's two guys picking ahead of me. I really hope they don't go 1-2. If they do, I kind of like Zay Flowers better than Devontae Smith. Just me. Maybe Waddle now. So that guy went Flowers. So I'm either going to get Tet or Hubbard. I don't think I can pass on Tet, even though I already have three freaking receivers. I'm taking it. High upside receiver. Okay, now we're looking at my team. Four great receivers: Jefferson, Hill, Metcalf. A flyer on Tet, who I've seen go in the 30s, so I really don't mind that at 53. Even though I love Chuba Hubbard, I think he has the potential to be a top 8 scoring running back. He absolutely went off last year. I think Carolina is going to be better, but there's no way he comes back to me. I just had to take the value of Tet. And for stacking purposes, this team has really cheap stacking options. JJ McCarthy is like the most expensive quarterback as far as where he's getting drafted. Tua's getting drafted probably 150. Aaron Rodgers, 170, 180. Bryce Young, I don't know, 120, something like that. I guess we can look at quarterback rankings real quick and see their ADPs. So, yeah, McCarthy, 116. Tua, 138. Bryce Young, 146. Rodgers, 167. So we can wait a long time and get three of those quarterbacks in the hundreds, which is definitely pretty nice. All right, I went another receiver. I went Rome Odunze. Honestly, my computer kind of crapped out there for a second. I thought I was going to get Laporta, and then Chris Olave was actually who I wanted ahead of Rome. He's ranked 70. He got picked 71st. Does that seem crazy? Okay, well, now I need a running back. I think so. I do like DeAndre Swift still, and I don't mind Judkins or Johnson. So I think I should be able to get one of those three guys. All right, so I'm up. It's either Swift or okay, I'm going DeAndre Swift. Swift, my second running back, and I have 5 receivers, 2 running backs. So my next pick, I'm kind of hoping here to go another running back, maybe get my first tight end, because I was liking the guy from the Dolphins who got traded to the Steelers. I'm blanking on his name. I'm pretty sure I said it earlier in the video. But now I don't like him as much on the Steelers. I still might take him late because I still like him probably than a lot of people do, though. Jonnu Smith is his name. All right, we are coming up. Ingram just went. I like TJ Hawkinson and Jalen Warren. And if both those guys get taken, I am a little screwed here. But I don't think they will. Okay, this guy goes Justin Fields, so I'm getting one of those guys. And I'm going to go with, I guess I'm going with TJ Hawkinson. There's not too many tight ends that I love. I guess Njoku I still like a lot. I like Goddard at 138 too. And Brenton Strange. Some guys down here, definitely easier to fill out tight end. I probably should have gone running back, Jalen Warren. I'm coming up pick 101 where I picked 95. I doubt he's going to be there. All right, we are on the clock, and somehow Jalen Warren came back to us at 101. So I am taking him. I think a great pick. I do like the other guy that they have, and I'm just blanking on names today. The rookie, Johnson, is it Johnson? K. Johnson? I do like him, and I think Jalen Warren maybe is getting dropped down too much because of Johnson. So, I almost took him here, but I was able to get a good tight end here that I think could definitely be better than Kelsey and Laporta. So I don't mind Hawkinson. I got Hawkinson with Justin Jefferson. So at 116, I'm going to go J.J. McCarthy. I think that's about where he's getting drafted. He is exactly 116. Hopefully, I don't get sniped on him. That would be atrocious for someone to do that. But on DraftKings, people do some absolutely crazy things, so it's entirely possible. Like this team, Dirty Bird started 7 straight wide receivers, then got Justin Fields, and then another wide receiver. So he has 8 receivers and 1 quarterback right now, which is crazy. No running backs. I don't know what he's going to do at running back. So that's interesting to watch here. And then we had this guy, T. Landry, start 3 running backs, go 1 receiver, and then 2 more running backs. So his first 6 picks, he took 5 running backs. Okay, so we're coming up. Scatabo went. Herbert went. I really hope I don't get sniped on McCarthy. If I do, I don't know what I'm going to do with this pick. Maybe a second tight end. I haven't even looked. Okay, so we do get McCarthy as a pretty nice stack. So what we're looking at right now, we're looking at McCarthy, Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, Jefferson, Hill, Metcalf, Hawkinson, McMillan, Rome, Jalen Warren. I think where I'm lacking here is in a 1-3-5-1. I want another solid running back, and it's a PPR, so you can really get some pretty good running backs for PPR format. And this, Tajay Spears was actually a guy I was eyeing. His ADP was 124. I was hoping he would come to 125. And Charbonnet was another. So Rashad White, I think's underrated in this format, but at 125, that seems a bit early. I really like Eckler too in this format. I think Tyler Algier's all right. So there's a lot of guys still. So I might go tight end. Njoku is sliding a lot here. Kincaid, I don't mind Kincaid. Goddard, but Goddard, I would be taking 13 picks ahead. All right, so I kind of freaked out there because Njoku went, and Charbonnet, and Spears. And those were my 3 targets after McCarthy. So I went Kincaid for my second tight end. And now I think we can wait a bit on tight end. Stevenson goes, who was the third running back I was considering, White goes, third running back I was considering in a PPR. Coming back to 140, it may be time to look at quarterback. I might go Bryce Young to pair with Tet. There's also Tua on the board, who I don't know if I like him better than Bryce Young. And then I actually really like Michael Penix, but I obviously don't have any Falcons yet. But I wouldn't mind getting Penix, and I doubt Drake May comes back to me. But I think even if you don't have these guys and they're just sliding so far down, it makes sense to take them. And I think I have to go quarterback with pick 140 because so many quarterbacks are off the board. This guy has 3 quarterbacks already. This guy's got 2. So this guy has 3, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. So this guy, he didn't go quarterback. He still is quarterbackless. But if I'm going to get 3 quarterbacks here, there's not that many left if we're looking at the board. There's T-Law, who's probably going to be gone in the next few picks. Tua, Stafford, Bryce Young. Okay, we're coming up. We are going quarterback. We're going Bryce Young. Then we got to look ahead to this next pick because it comes up quickly. I want to get a 4th running back here. Unless there's a huge faller at receiver. Kyle Williams is there, which is pretty interesting. But I feel like I don't know the upside of a lot of these guys. Cedric Tillman definitely has a lot of upside, but he's at 161. Running backs, I think there's a lot I like here. I like Eckler. I like Garendo. I like Algier actually in this format, but we already have two running backs with bye week 5, so that's something to think about with Algier. Okay, I'm on the clock. I'm going to go Austin Eckler with this pick. So in a PPR format, Eckler should be pretty good in a full point PPR, and makes me feel a little safer here because two of the top 3 running backs I had the same bye weeks. Okay, we're coming up. Tank Bigsby goes, so we're up Cedric Tillman or Jalen Wright. I'm going to go with Cedric Tillman, and we're going to come back around, and hopefully we can get Jalen Wright as that'd be our 5th running back, which I'd feel pretty good about. To get a 3rd quarterback, though, I might have to take one here. Let's see what the quarterback situation is looking like. So Rodgers, I could pair with DK, and then it's nothing after that. So it starts to look pretty dusty pretty quickly. I'm either going to get Rodgers here, who's like a guaranteed starter, or, it's looking like, yeah, I think I have to go Rodgers. If he's there, I'm one pick away. Jalen Wright just went as well. So that actually makes the decision a little easier because I was going to go Jalen Wright. But, oh my gosh, this guy took Aaron Rodgers one pick in front of me. What is he doing? Okay, well, I'm taking Braylon Allen. Jeez, this is the thing about DraftKings. Some people, I guess this guy just wanted a starting quarterback, but why? He, does he have any Steelers? Does he know George Pickens is not on the Steelers anymore? He doesn't have a single Steeler. He went Rodgers here. That's his 3rd quarterback. I guess he wanted to lock in a starter, but man, that hurt. That hurt. So I got to go Braylon Allen. Jalen Wright went sniped on my 2 guys right before. All right, we are 3 picks away. Do I have to lock up a quarterback? Do I go Daniel Jones, or do I wait till my next pick and get like a Shuck or a Dart, or I don't know, Anthony Richardson, and go that route and take, the tight ends I don't love here. Cade Otton, Darren Waller. Yeah, the board is looking pretty bad right now. I don't like any of these guys in this range. So I'm going to go Daniel Jones. Got 3 quarterbacks now, all different bye weeks. I can not take any more quarterbacks and, hope Daniel Jones is at least starting at the end of the season. All right, I went for a flyer wide receiver. On my next pick, I went Keenan Allen, who's not on a team, but if he does eventually sign with a team, I think he should be decent. And we got 3 picks left. That's the other thing I don't think I said is you get 2 extra players on DraftKings. All right, we're coming up in 3 picks. I got Corum, Sanders, Higbee up. I think I just go Sanders as my 3rd tight end, unless they're... So Sanders is bye week 14, which does work for me. So I'm taking Sanders to go with Bryce Young and Tet. And we got to unstack Daniel Jones. We have McCarthy stacked with Jefferson and Hawkinson. And last pick, I want another running back. So the thing on DraftKings, you get 20 players, is you can go 6 running back, 7 receiver, and 3 tight ends, 3 quarterbacks, and be pretty covered everywhere. So I like that about DraftKings, just the extra players. And I'm going to hope Corum comes back to me. Let's see what else we got for running backs, because I do think running back's probably my weakest position. We'll do a recap at the end. Oh my god, I got sniped on my last pick. Jeez, okay, Devin Neal, Raheem Mostert, It's looking so rough at running back. I don't. I guess I'm gonna go Devin Neal. I've taken him one time, and he could just be the guy if Kamara gets shut down at the end of the year. So we'll go Devin Neal, and yeah, let's just look at this team. So I guess we'll start off with the snipings. So Justin Jefferson, fine. I wanted McConkey or AJ Brown or Achan. I mean, or London, but I doubt he would have failed to 20. Instead, I get Jonathan Taylor, which is okay. Tyreek Hill falls to me. That was pretty nice. Metcalf falls to me, which I thought's nice. Ted falls to me, super nice. Adunze falls to me, which was nice, but I actually wanted Olave. My computer timed out. That was okay. Then I got DeAndre Swift. I think decent value, which I didn't mind. And then I got Hawkinson, who fell to me at 92, which seemed pretty good. And I was going to take Warren, but he came all the way back around, which was nice to get my third running back in Warren, because it was really either him or Charbonnet or Spears, which weren't great options. But then coming back, I had to get McCarthy, my first quarterback, because quarterbacks were flying off the board. And then, yeah, I ended up not getting Spears or Charbonnet or Njoku with the next pick, which those are my three targets. So I settled for Kincaid, who I think may be a little undervalued. Coming back, we had to get another quarterback. I went Bryce Young, and then I didn't mind the Eckler here in a full PPR, and then Cedric Tillman, I think fell pretty far. I think he could be pretty good, especially if Flacco plays a lot. And then we again got sniped here because I wanted Jalen Wright or Aaron Rodgers. Both them went 2 picks before me, which was unfortunate, but I got Braylon Allen, who I actually kind of like. Coming back in round 16, I just don't like anyone in this range. Like Calvin Austin, Darren Waller, Dylan Sampson, Thornton, Theo Johnson, Marshawn Lloyd, Dammy Brown. Like, these guys all just are terrible. It was just a weird range, so I went with my third quarterback, and then coming back around, took another flyer, and then I got my third tight end, who I actually liked a good amount, in Jatavian Sanders with Bryce Young. All right, then I was kind of tripping there because I didn't realize I had another pick. I wanted another running back, so I went 7 running backs. I got Neal and then Elijah Mitchell, who knows if Pacheco's going to be good for them. And it seems like every year the Chiefs just use a bunch of running backs, so why can't it be Mitchell at the end of the year? And I think running back was my worst position. I wanted Corum. Of course, he got sniped out of nowhere, just like Aaron Rodgers got sniped for no reason. All right, so I tried to figure it out for a while, but you can't see like position in each player. They show you like your starting lineup, which is annoying. But let's look at it. Quarterbacks: McCarthy, and now I got to find it. Bryce Young, Daniel Jones. I'm okay with that. I really would have liked to get Rodgers instead of Daniel Jones. But then we got Jones, I guess, with Taylor and DeAndre Swift, my second running back. So my running back is the weakest position, in my opinion. And then Jalen Warren as my third. My fourth is Eckler. My fifth, Braylon Allen. And then absolutely took 2 shots in the dark at the end with Devin Neal and Elijah Mitchell. Wide receiver is insanely stacked. Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Metcalf, Tet, Rome, Cedric Tillman, and Keenan Allen. I probably didn't need Keenan Allen. I could have took maybe 8 running backs and just settled with 6 receivers because my receivers are just stacked. And then tight end, I did 3 tight ends. I went Hawkinson to go with McCarthy, and I went Kincaid, who I'm warming up on that pick, and then Sanders to go with Bryce Young. And I just want to look at some of these crazy teams, like Dirty Bird, Meow, started 7 straight receivers, quarterback, receiver, quarterback. Finally got his first running back in Ramondre Stevenson, went the ultimate 0 RB. Stevenson, his second, Ray Davis. His first tight end is Jake Ferguson. Then he got Tank Bigsby, who I actually really like that pick. I wish he fell to me. I wanted Tank Bigsby. And if I was building a zero RB like this, I definitely like the Bigsby pick because I think he has really high upside. But then he just started taking a bunch of random running backs at the end, like Rico Dowdle, Sanders, Ollie Gordon, who I actually wanted. But yeah, I thought he would go much later. And then he went Arroyo and then Sean Tucker. So his tight ends are Ferguson, Otten, Arroyo. And his running backs are Stevenson, Davis, Bigsby, Dowdle, Sanders, Gordon, Tucker. The other interesting one was this guy who took 5 running backs in the first 6 picks. So his receivers ended up being Pickens, Addison, Ayuk, Harris, Hollywood Brown. Actually didn't end up terrible for him. His tight ends were pretty weak though, with Tucker Kraft, Schultz, and then the rookie Ferguson. I think my team turned out pretty good, even though definitely got sniped a few times. Didn't know what to do late in the draft at all, so hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, again, if you haven't played on, and again, if you haven't deposited on DraftKings, you can deposit $20 to get one of these drafts, and then they're going to send you a ticket to get one free. So you basically buy one, get one free with DraftKings. Plus they give you another like free DK dollars to play with when you sign up with the link down below. So sign up for that. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the other drafts I've done, and we'll see you in another one.